Yes, yes, Miss Tiên. I
Yeah,
yeah. So
that's great.
let me start. Um, uh, uh, Good morning, everyone. Today I will talk with you about the change, good or bad. Um, Different people have a different attitude towards the change. Some people refer spend their life to do the same thing and avoiding change. Um, the other think change always is a good thing, and I believe the change leads us a happy and harmonious life is should be welcome. um, uh, for a few, some people always view a change with suspicions because its consequences are not predictable. Um, they fear failure with new uh, venture. Um, Secondly, such kind of people don't want to step out of their comfort zone and um, adapting with a new situation is a cumbersome thing for them. Um, in addition, the finance insecurity is a concern. Um, for instance, the people who do job hesitate to invest their hard-earned money to the new business venture because they afraid the lack of money. Um, uh, Conversely, the risk taker and more adventurous people want change. Um, the, for them, the change bring a trend, a novelty, a profit in life. These people can see possibility in change. For example, nowadays, many young people favor trying to do a new side business venture along with their regular job in order to earn more money, manage expenditure, um, uh, counter inflation, or try it, innovate. As for me, as I concern, I advocate for a change that bring a positive and constructive result. Um, to illustrate um, uh, the frequent and random changing the job, doing more than that, what can we handle and over ambitious um, may make us unreliable, restless, or depressed. Moreover, the chain such as promoting intercaste marriages and abolishing child marriages are indispensable to amend the HO and decaying ideology that bound back us. Uh, for me, the judicious and right chain improves the life, open a new a new prospect, teach us a new skill, enable us to face and adapt with a new challenge. Um, in order to conclude my presentation, I think all things consider and life start with a choice. But when we can able to choose, we need change. And that's all. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Bangan. Congratulations. I really like your speech. So, everyone, do you agree that Miss Bangan improved a lot? Since her first day, she now can produce a really long and detailed speech. So now is the Q&A section. Everyone, please think of a question that can challenge Miss Vangan.
Yes.
Mr. Hay, I see you listen really attentively. Do you have any question about the topic change?
Yeah. Just personal questions, Miss Vang An. Um, what is the first feeling when you are forced to a change?
Yes.
The
That's a
first
really
Um,
good
feeling.
question.
Yes, thank you for your interesting the question, Miss Hiền. Um, I think the phone always is good learning. Good learning good learning for us, yeah, and when we accept the risk, when we accept because when we change the risk on there is always risk, but we accept it. We welcome it, and maybe the first time is not success, but I believe the second time, the third time, we win success.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Miss Vangan. I still have one more time for another question. Miss Ngọc, do you have any question? You're mute. You're mute. You are muted.
How many
Are you
questions?
listen? Are you
Question from
do you think trends is easy or hard to apply in our life?
hát uh, uh, thank you, Miss Ngọc. Questions. I think your question is a very popular in the lives, because almost people the, afraid of changing, because because they need it affect to themselves, their family, to their life, but when when we decide to change something, we need to analyze the advantage and the disadvantage, and we have a good decisions. But anyway, I think I think in my observation, I see in my observation, when the person to place in a situation, they must change. They have no way to choose, and in this situation, the change is very good. The change is very good, and bring have a positive and very good effect. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Vangan, for your performance. So, Mr. Dave, Miss Vangan did a really good job, right? Please give her some feedback and improvement.
Yes, I have some direct feedback. When you first started, you started off with a nice smile, which is a great way to start any speech because it brings the audience in closer to you. And you talked about change. And you talked about, again, the fear of change, the fear of doing something differently. Now, one way you might think about to say this in a way that would enhance the effect of your speech would be perhaps to have a story, a parable. It could be a true story. Maybe compare two people or two situations. One person refused to change and one person changed. and then contrast the results in their lives, showing how change could be a positive thing. Another suggestion would be also to look at it slightly differently. When a change could be a negative thing. Again, I decided to go into business here and I lost all my money. So that might not be so great. But you could then take that same story. They lost all their money, but they learned from it. And then when they tried it again, they were successful. So that would give greater foundation to your premise that change is good. I also want to point out how I liked how you answered the question, where you thought the question was asked. You said, "Oh, that's a very good question," and then you responded to it. So those are all very good ways to give your message. You had a very good message. It was detailed. It talked about it in various ways. Just a couple things that you might think about trying in the future.